wonderful
Yes.
time of the year where I make you watch me play Star Fox 64.
This isn't Star Fox 64.
This is Star Fox, not to be confused with the original Star Fox game on Super Nintendo. This is a remake of Star Fox 64, of which Star Fox 64 was technically a remake slash reimagining of Star Fox. You might recall that in 2011, Star Fox 64 was remade for the 3DS as Star Fox 64 3DS. 5 years later, in 2016, Star Fox 64 was remade again as Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. So you see, Star Fox Zero is a remake of a remake of a remake, essentially. So this one comes in and is more straightforward of a remake of Star Fox 64 than Star Fox Zero was. So basically, we don't ever get to leave the fucking Lilat Wars, and everything must just be the same always. Aren't video games fun?
I'm having a great time.
It's great.
So wait. Of the Star Fox games, are you telling me there's only like 3 actually?
Let me think here. So
like Star Fox Adventures.
So you have Star Fox and Star Fox 64, which are essentially one game. And then they did Star Fox Adventures, which wasn't supposed to be Star Fox, and it really isn't Star Fox. Miyamoto came in at the midnight hour and was like, put Fox in it. And Rare was like, all right. And then Microsoft was like, we're buying Rare, so they had to shove Star Fox Adventures out as quickly as they could. And then after that, they did Star Fox Assault, which is also a different game. I'm not a particularly big fan of it. And then after that was Star Fox Command, which is also a different game, which is very similar to Star Fox 2, which never released, but was fully finished for the Super Nintendo. And then after Star Fox Command, that's when they did, 5 years later, Star Fox 64. And then
For the DS.
for the 3DS. And then after that was Star Fox Zero, which is essentially a reimagining of Star Fox 64, which is also a reimagining slash remake of the first Star Fox game. And then in 2017, because the Wii U was doing, or 2016, because the Wii U was doing so fucking terribly, Nintendo had to release the Super Nintendo Classic for that holiday season. And on it, they released Star Fox 2. So for the first time ever, it actually came out. And something doesn't seem right. My controller keeps going in and out on me. So we'll see how well this run turns out. So yes, this is the new Star Fox game. New in quotation marks for the Switch. It is a remake of the Nintendo 64 original. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions. I was going to give this game a chance and was going to pick it up myself, and then that fucking demo came out, and I hated the changes in the demo so much that I decided I would not pick it up, which might have you wondering, how am I playing it now? And to which I say, well, when you have a friend that really wants you to try something and they own it, you share. And that's exactly what's happened. Sharing digitally with one of my pals so that I can play it here for you now. And short thoughts, it's really not as bad as I initially thought. Most of the stuff that I really didn't like is in the demo. It's definitely not as good as the original, but if this is like your very first Star Fox game, or you're like casually familiar with Star Fox 64, you're not a fucking psychopath like me, where it's your favorite game ever, you could do a lot worse than this, honestly. It's not as bad as I thought. It's just a shame because if you didn't notice in my ramblings, this is the same shit that they've always done with Star Fox. There's nothing even slightly new here besides the writing, which is not great and is pretty unnecessary. And all of the voice acting is a giant step down because nobody wants to do camp anymore because God forbid you have sincerity while also doing silly things. But there is some changes that I actually do kind of like within the writing. I figured they'd all be super fucking mean to Slippy, and they're actually not. They're actually nicer to him in this game than they are the original, which caught me off guard.
I thought you said something about that in like the opening cutscene.
Yeah,
that pissed you off about
it was
him kind of being dismissive of Slippy.
So it's the tutorial opening, which you don't. Fortunately, when you do a new run, you don't have to do every single time. But the thing that bugged me the most in the demo was the same thing that bugged a lot of people, which was Fox. Peppy starts talking about James McCloud, Fox's dad, and then Fox just cuts him off and goes, "That's ancient history, Pep. This is my Star Fox now." Which is, there's this wonderful video. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's called Focus M, and it takes Super Mario and makes it like a modern AAA video game.
Yeah.
And it's very much the writing in it, in this game, and especially Fox's performance, is that.
Yeah.
Where it's a lot of needless, superfluous, extra bullshit of them just rambling that you don't need and doesn't add anything. And it's also just kind of out of character for Fox because he's never really had, like, daddy issues or anything like that. It's more that he just kind of reveres his dad and understands, like, wow, a really fucking horrible thing happened to him, and I kind of would like to live up to his legacy. And instead in this, he kind of, like, resents his dad for dying. But, like, it's weird because I get what this game is kind of trying to do with its narrative, but they tried to shoehorn it into a game that it doesn't fucking work. Like, they wanted this to be like the Star Fox team doesn't get along in the beginning, and then by the end they really come together. And that kind of happens, but there's not really an impetus for them to, like, come together for most of the paths. If they were allowed to do this game where you got to go to every single planet and just in, like, a straight linear fashion, I think they could have made the story work better. But because they had to be beholden to the original game, they weren't really able to quite flush things out in a way that works. Because no matter what, your run is always just going to be 7 stages. They essentially have, like, 6 opportunities in between those stages to try to tell this narrative, because the beginning and the ending is always going to be the same. You're always going to start at Corneria, and you're always going to finish at one of the 2 sides of Venom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not great. The one thing I do like is for here, as you just saw, when you choose which stage you want to go to, most of the team kind of gives their input as to why we should go to one or the other. And I do kind of like that, how it gives them some agency. I also like the fact that they comment on, like, some of the stuff that happens, or a good example is, like, Macbeth with the train that you can blow up, and spoilers. They kind of talk about how, like, if we take out this factory, like, there's a reason for... Basically, they explain better why they go to the places that they go to. It's not necessary, but it's something.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ambivalent towards it, right? Really, at the end of the day, there's 2 things that I would have preferred they had done instead of this. I would have been okay if they took, like, this art direction and everything and just made a whole new Star Fox, or even if they're like, we have to stay in the Lilat Wars, do another fucking reinterpretation of it. Like, why not at this point? But they didn't do that. They remade this instead. My other thing would have been to just port Star Fox Zero. Because I'm a Star Fox Zero truther now. I used to hate that game forever. And I have a whole YouTube video on this very channel from 10 years ago where I just tore that game to shreds because I hated it so fucking much. And for good reason. Nintendo and the game itself absolutely wanted you to use both screens in Star Fox Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it a giant pain in the fucking ass to play. If you just use one screen, something is going on with my controller. I keep getting in and out. Like, there's... we'll see. I've got it charging right now, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so it's actually built into the game that you can switch from the third-person view to the cockpit view on the actual TV, which you've been able to do since the very first Star Fox game on Super Nintendo. But instead of doing that, they want you to split your attention between both screens. And when you do that, you realize that the targeting reticle on the gamepad and on the TV don't match up. And it creates this weird disorientation that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But when you just use one screen, like you ignore the gamepad or you ignore your TV, or you might be playing on an emulator where you don't have a gamepad, and you just play it that way, it's much easier to get acclimated to the controls. And once you do, it's in my opinion, it's the second best game in the entire Star Fox series.
Oh wow!
Like
even having played this now.
Yes, 100%. Because this is just a remake of 64, which is the good thing that I will say about it. At the end of the day, it's still Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64 is still a good game.
So they didn't damage or do anything radically different to make you look down on it. Okay.
And that's the key. That's why I say if you're like me and you have played Star Fox 64 a million times, I'm gonna have to switch controllers. This is getting bad. I don't know what's happening, but like, see how like sometimes he's just going in like like I'm doing circles right here and he's not staying. Now he is. Oh, there it goes. See that? I'm literally doing circles, and he's just going. I don't know what's happening, but
interesting.
Yeah, I might need to switch to the Joy-Cons or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Probably some bullshit because we're trying to record.
It never fails, man.
It never fucking fails. I crashed the fuck out earlier because, full stop, we were gonna do some different games, and just everything I had set up was like, I don't feel like working, so, you know, F you.
Never give up. Trust your instinct.
No, I still hit that, so it's not that bad, I guess. But anyway, yeah. It's a lot. I stand by at the end of the day. If you have played a lot of Star Fox 64 like me, there's really nothing here for you. You know, like, save your money, don't bother. But if you haven't played Star Fox 64 since it came out, or you're not super familiar with it, or you've never played it or any other Star Fox, then like, go for it. Absolutely. Like, there's a lot of charm and stuff in the original, but I have long given up trying to get most people to try to play older games. It just doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though people that have a Switch 2 to play this, like, if you have a Switch 2 in 2026, let's be real, you have expansion pack. That's just kind of where I land on it. Like,
I don't disagree with you, yeah.
Because a Switch 2 isn't exactly easy nor cheap to get, so if you have that kind of resource, you probably also went in on the expansion pack. I did because I've been part of a family plan. I've resisted expansion pack forever, And then once I got a Switch to it was like, well, kind of want this GameCube stuff, and I'm not going to cancel the family plan for just me like an asshole. So guess what? Everybody gets it now. Yay. But yeah, I would say, if you are interested, the original Star Fox 64 is in the Nintendo 64 app. If you have expansion pack, I would recommend playing that over this. But if you are completely resistant to older games, give this a shot. It's about best and worst I can say.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of talking.
You have, but this this is your bread and butter, man. You love this shit.
Yeah, a little too much, probably.
No, it's all good, dude. I had a question at some point in there that I lost.
I blew through Meteos, and that was literally the whole thing that I was bitching about. I didn't even acknowledge it. The fucking warp that I just took is a special thing. In the original game, nobody talks during the entire thing, and it's very atmospheric and spooky. And in this, they just don't shut the fuck up. And I thought the entire game would be like that. It's really not, and I don't know why they made those changes. It's very strange that they would make that choice.
Reinforcements will never get to Katina in time, but because you found that wormhole,
it sucks though, because like a lot of the like not superfluous, but like side characters that would only show up, like the bosses, not all of their voices are completely different, and they're all very generic and boring.
Yeah,
just like evil bad guy, whatever. I say that because the original, those were fucking like highlights. Like good example, Bill is one of Fox's buddies from the academy, and in this he's just like, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm a pilot man. But in the original game, he's a fucking surfer dude.
Yeah.
Fox, that's one of ours. Husky unit. Yeah. Like, it's great. And they got rid of all that, and it makes me sad. Anyway, we're gonna go kill Star Wolf.
Go kill Star Wolf.
That's the thing.
Yes.
You can make the
okay in this one.
I'm gonna be honest. I think they could make the worst Star Fox imaginable. Like they could just fuck up everything, make it almost entirely unplayable, and then they give you one dogfight with Star Wolf, and it still would be fun. I think it's just impossible to fuck up making killing Star Wolf not fun. And I actually really like how they do it in Zero as well. Not this round, but definitely going to play Zero on the show sometime.
So yeah, Zero is it still like a 1-to-1 remake just with?
No, it's an entirely different game. It has fully new levels, new enemies, new voice acting.
Then why do you consider it a remake?
Because that one's not a remake so much as a reimagining, because it is just redoing the Lilat War.
Okay.
The entire story of this game is the Lilat War of going across the galaxy. Corneria is getting invaded. You save Corneria, and then you need to go all the way over to their home base, take the fight to them, and take them out.
Okay.
And they have done other Star Fox games where that wasn't the case. And so it's kind of a shame that we're just repeating the same thing over and over and over again.
Gotcha.
Especially because I feel like Star Fox is supposed to be a group of mercenaries, space mercenaries. I really feel like there's gotta be more people in the fucking Lilat system besides just General Pepper to hire them. But it's not something they've really ever done.
He doesn't mind if I make a mess.
Long time no see.
I will say, he's not a step up, but Pigma's voice actor is not a step down either. He's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I have no qualms about how he looks in this game. He looks like a piece of shit. Who's the swine? How dare you? My name's Pigma Ball.
Pigma balls.
Oh, God damn it! This happens every time.
I knew I could count on you.
Shut up, Slippy.
Annoying bird. I'll enjoy plucking your feathers.
Let's see if you're half the type your dad was.
Yeah. So there's actually like some Star Fox lore that I didn't know.
Appreciate it, Fox.
One of them is that Wolf not only like knew Fox's dad, but there might have been like some kind of situationship between them at some point. I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I talked earlier about how like it bugs me how much Fox is like kind of pissed about his dad and shit in this, which I do think is lame.
Yeah.
But I did not know this, and it's been a thing since the original. The Great Fox, their big base. Fox's dad took out an 80-year loan on it. And shit you not.
What is this, 2026?
I know, that's the thing. Fox fucking is still paying it off.
Yeah, I mean...
And that's
I'd be mad about that.
hilarious. I
I'd be pretty
didn't
mad
know
about
that was a thing, and that makes...
Sit tight, team.
That honestly, learning that, and them actually, like... That was one of those things that they never put in, like, the game anywhere. You would never read that, right? It was always in, like, guidebooks. This
Right.
one, they actually put in, like, it's a side thing, but it is in, like, a text description in this game. And that suddenly has me, like, him not liking his dad suddenly makes sense. I'm fortunate that I can say that I haven't had that, but I know people that have. And
Yeah.
how
Base is secure.
horrific that is, both for your relationship with your parents and just trying to live your fucking life.
Nice work, Fox.
So
You took an awfully big
I do
risk,
find that
Fox.
really
It
funny.
paid off.
You actually showed some guts, Fox.
Yeah, going back to your point about the crew seemingly butting heads or just not being like that tight, you know, team,
Yeah.
and then they like grow to become a better team as it goes. I've never played the game. It's all osmosis through watching you mostly at this point in my life.
Yeah.
But even watching like, you know, my friends and cousins play it back in the day when we were kids, I always felt like it was the three of them. We're all very tight. And then Falco was kind of an outlier, but he still like, you know, went along with the team somewhat begrudgingly. But that's I never saw the other three as like being whatever. Like Peppy obviously being kind of the father figure of the group, if you could say that.
Oh, absolutely.
Fox and Slippy being, you know, the kids, or at least, you know, the like ready to go, always doing it their way kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fox much more steadfast, and Slippy being kind of more along for the ride.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
potentially
Fox-
getting to like fuck around with new technology.
Yeah. He's the nerd. He's the Tails, the
Yeah.
Diddy Kong, whatever of the group. And then yeah, Falco being the reluctant but still loyal, you know, fourth guy.
And that's honestly that I don't think that that's wrong. I think that's exactly what they essentially been going for. And even is kind of in this too. Like these three definitely get together, but like you can even see how it's framed in this shot. Like Falco isn't really paying attention. He's
Yeah.
throwing in comments here and there, but he's not overlooking at everything like the other three are. And to go with your point even further, he fucking leaves. Between Star Fox 64 and Star Fox Adventures, when Star Fox Adventures starts, I think it's 8 years, or supposed to be 8 years after Star Fox 64, they're in dire straits. Falco has left. The Great Fox is like falling apart, and they're flat broke. Like
Like every space anime ever.
kind of. Like one of the funny things is that they have a jukebox that's going at the beginning of that game, and Peppy's like, "Can you turn that crap down?" or whatever. And so Fox is like, Slippy, turn down the jukebox. And Slippy just kind of rolls his eyes and chucks a wrench at it, and it instantly breaks, and Fox is like, hey! Like, pissed off that there's another thing that's
Damn.
busted. So yeah, that's like a whole thing. Like, Falco has left at least twice, because he left in Before Adventure. Spoilers, he comes back at the end. And then in Star Fox Command, the entirety of Star Fox is broken up and everybody's gone. Because Pepper falls ill, so Peppy takes over the Crenarian army. Fox and Crystal fucking break up, so she joins fucking Star Wolf. Slippy gets a girlfriend and just goes to live with her on Aquas. And then Falco is just being a fucking space biker, and Fox is like, I hang out with my robot buddy and just be depressed all the time and just take up little bits of whatever I can get. I think Command was probably like a bit of a Achilles heel for this whole like series.
Yeah.
Because that game has like 14 or 15, maybe more, like different endings and like all these different paths and levels and shit to go through.
Damn.
And I think they kind of were like, well, fuck, what do we do? Because there's like there's some of them that it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, happy ending, everybody got back together in the end. But then there's others that like are borderline like the kind of shit you would half expect from like a fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
Like there's one where Fox tries to get Crystal back, and she rejects him so hard that he gets depressed and starts drinking, and Falco like stays with him just to make sure he doesn't like do anything crazy. And then eventually he's like, we need to get you a fucking hobby. Let's go race an F-Zero, and they become F-Zero racers.
What?
Yeah.
They wrote that. That's wild.
Yeah.
That does feel so much more fan fiction-y than
right.
canon.
There's another one where like Falco gets so like they call Falco for help, and he just doesn't show up. And when he finally responds, he's like, he realizes they basically left him a voicemail, and essentially the entire fucking like story just happens without him. And he's so angry about it, angry at himself and angry at them for taking off without him, even though he fucking left the group. Like, basically feels like they all got back together without him.
Yeah.
Kat shows up. That's another character. And she's like, fuck them. Make your own Star Fox. And so, like, he essentially does. And then far off in the future, he takes on the Peppy role for the new Star Fox, which has one of Slippy's kids and one of Fox and Crystal's kids. And he's like, it shows a picture of him. You can look it up, where he's in like a chair and he has like sunglasses on, and he low-key looks like a bird version of Morpheus from the Matrix. Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
There's an ending where Fox does get Crystal back, and they
Gets her pregnant.
Absolutely.
No, shut up. Are
Yeah,
you serious?
100%. And
Don't even. I'm fucking joking.
No,
that's amazing.
100%. They get back together and they have their kid. I think his name is Marcus McLeod.
Guys,
And he's a little blue guy that looks like Fox.
that's insane.
Yeah. There's also a whole ending where Slippy, it's similar, where Slippy is just like hanging out with his girlfriend at Aquas. Aquas gets invaded, and there's an option to like do kind of like the main story and like rejoin with Fox, or just stay on Aquas. And it's only like a 3-level path, and the end of it is him being like, I really love you, let's get married, and her being like, I fucking love you, let's get married. And it has this really cute little like cutscene thing that shows an old man Slippy talking about like his old days in space. and all these little like tadpoles like sitting around him super happy just listening to Grandpa Slippy talk about his days in Star Fox. It goes places. There's
That's
eventually
so
one
wild.
that you can unlock where it's like Crystal says fuck Star Fox but also fuck Star Wolf and makes her own like all women's version of Star Fox with Cat and a couple other characters. I forget exactly who, but yeah, like it goes all over the place. And I think after that one, we have never gotten anything that has furthered the story of Star Fox in any other way, and that was 20 years ago. So I feel like somewhere along the line they made that game, and then we're like, fuck, which ending do we go with? Do we go with the one where all of Star Fox got back together and Peppy also got back in an R-Wing? So there's like 6 or 7 different Star Fox members, but then there's a new like Andros person. Like they tease there being not Andros, but like one of his like nephews or something being like an heir. But then that same nephew is also presented positively. You can play as him, and in other endings like the ones that I told you with the new Star Fox with Marcus, the 4th member is him, Andros's nephew, because he's actually a good guy. So then it's like, okay, well, we accidentally showed that our villain in other timelines is actually a good guy, and the only time he turns out evil is when all of Star Fox gets back together. So I feel like they really kind of wrote themselves in a hole and went, we don't know what to do. And then that's why we only get the Lilat Wars now. That's why they just keep doing Andros, James McLeod died, go get him Fox.
Got it. So wait, is the first Star Fox game James McLeod?
No,
it is not.
It's the same thing. It's the Lilat Wars where
Got it.
James McLeod was killed. Star Fox goes to Venom and kills Andros and saves the day.
Got it.
It's just that over and
So that's
over
why
and
you
over.
say that Star Fox 64 is essentially Star Fox Mode
Correct.
still. Wow. Okay. Wild.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's you kind of gave me a good breakdown of what was it starts with a C again with all those different endings. What was that? What was
Command.
that? Command. Star Fox
Yes.
Command. What about Adventures? What is your take on that game? Do you enjoy it?
Here's the thing. I want to like Adventures. I don't think it's as bad as people say, and I guarantee you, if it had allowed to just be Dinosaur Planet, and we had never, and Rare had never been bought by Microsoft, I would almost guarantee that would be like a staple franchise of some sort.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, it would be one of those types of games that like, kind of like Banjo-Kazooie. Like, there's not been a Banjo-Kazooie game in forever, but you got old farts like me who are like, Banjo-Kazooie's the greatest shit ever! I feel like Dinosaur Planet would be in that same
Would have been
lineup.
that same kind of thing. Yeah.
But because they were forced to shoehorn in Star Fox, you have people like me who are like, what the fuck? This isn't a Star Fox game. And then at the end of the day, it's kind of like, well, it's not a Star Fox game, it's a Zelda game, but it's also not a great Zelda game, you know? It's not like,
is it a collectathon?
no, it's
I just
Zelda,
figured since
where
it was
you're like,
Rare, yeah.
you're going through dungeons and solving puzzles and
And
shit
it is
like
all
that.
third person on foot type stuff.
Most of it. They shoehorn in some pretty poor R-Wing sections in between, like the planet that you're on. It all takes place on like one planet, but the planet gets like broken up at one point and early on in the story, and so you have to fly to different points of the planet. And whenever you do, you play a little on rails section that they don't last long, and they're really not even as good as like the original Star Fox. Like, they're okay. It's just when you think Star Fox on the GameCube, it really wasn't what people were expecting, you know?
Yeah.
The biggest sin for me, and part of why I have a lot of trouble getting into it, is like the opening bit where you play as Crystal is so long and so boring, and the fucking fake dinosaur language that they try to speak is it's just so dumb, because it's just gibberish, but then actual like names are pronounced in English. So it sounds very, very ridiculous. It'll be like the biggest example is like the big bad guy is speaking the language early on in the game, and he's going General Scales. Yeah.
I love
And mine sounded more like Jabba the Hutt, which makes it sound better than what it actually is. It's very, very obnoxious. You can also definitely tell that it was Rare that wrote it, because they write it like they do all their games, for better or worse, where Fox kind of just actively is irritated by everything he's having to do.
Yeah.
And on one hand, I'm kind of like, this is like, I don't mind Rare's writing as much as like some people. Like Brad fucking hates it.
Yeah.
And I get it, because from the beginning they make jokes about how like, yep, you sure are playing a video game.
Oh yeah, I
like
hate
that kind of
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
But this also is a giant downgrade. Like, I miss the real southern, like, Alabama train instructor. This guy's just, you're not gonna get me. Oh, well, I did.
Yeah, well,
There's no,
sucks.
I can't stop it. I love the pause.
Yeah.
But anyway,
They sure didn't see that coming.
yeah, no,
That'll put a damper on Andross's plan.
I never noticed that Caution Super FX technology on the side. That's cute. That's cute. Forgot what I was saying exactly, though. I know I was just bitching about Star Fox some more.
The story, the
Oh, yeah,
dinosaur language.
Yeah. I was talking about Fox being irritated. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's funny because like you have a little dinosaur like sidekick companion named Tricky, and he is very fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like very much a little kid, like I was just born, and like you have to feed him, and he whines about being hungry constantly, and it's super fucking annoying.
Fuck that, yeah.
Way ahead of you, General.
But it kind of works
Venom now.
because Fox is also fucking irritated with him. He's not mean to him, but he's just like, Jesus, okay, yeah, like
Yeah.
your voice is very high, and you are very, very annoying. Like, please just chill out. But yeah, I think that if that game didn't have to have Star Fox grafted on top of it, it would have been remembered a little bit better. It's not completely unplayable and terrible like people say, but it's also, I also don't think it's quite as like, I feel like some people sort of treat it as like, no, this is like a totally misunderstood, I don't know if people call it masterpiece, but like, this is a really misunderstood, this is a great game. And I just kind of like, like, yeah, it's not bad, but it's like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are right there. Like, that's kind of the I think that if Rare had been given the amount of time that they wanted, and were able to just do what they wanted, where they didn't have to cut the game short and they didn't have to put in Star Fox, we would have had a very different and much better game as a result. Because like, when I look at like Mario 64, right? Like, full stop. If you're watching this, there's no shot you haven't heard some other fucking dork go, that revolutionized 3D platforming. Because, like, yes, it did, okay? Like, we all know that. I'm not going to sit here and harp on that. But I feel like Rare took that and were able to really innovate on it and really expand a lot of the ideas that Mario 64 brought to the table with Banjo-Kazooie. And I think that, like, with Dinosaur Planet, because that was kind of their take on Zelda, had they been given the time and resources and no meddling, I think that they could have iterated on Zelda's format from back then in a very unique and interesting way. And they just didn't get that opportunity because of the buyout and Miyamoto rolling through and being like, and the reason for him doing it is so stupid too, and it's entirely because he saw the lead character that they were making and he went, that looks like Fox. You should just make it Fox.
Really? That's all it
100%.
is?
He literally cruised into Rare over in the UK to see what they were up to and saw that and went, make it Star Fox. And they were like, what? Okay.
I guess.
Sure, whatever you want, crazy man. Shit. I was trying to clip all three of them.
Have you played it? Because hasn't somebody been working on I don't know if it's like a restoration or basically just a mod that's restoring the original game Dinosaur Planet?
So there was a leak of a somewhat playable build of Dinosaur Planet for the Nintendo 64.
Oh, for the N64. Because that game, Star Fox was GameCube, right?
Yes. So Dinosaur Planet started as a 64 game.
Wow, okay.
But there was no chance it was ever going to be released on 64 because
it was already developed way late in the
100%.
Okay.
They were working on it after Conker's Bad Fur Day came out, and
that one was late.
Bad Fur Day was really late and didn't sell too hot, partially because it was so late. So I think it was always destined to be on like GameCube or something. But with that being said, I actually haven't checked that out. People have been relentlessly like jabbing at it to get it working, like fixing up a lot of the bugs and stuff. Like it'll never be a full game per se.
Sure.
But they have gone to great lengths to make it playable in like emulators, and I think there's even a fucking source port of all things, which is just insane.
Like to actually play it on native hardware?
Well, the hacks I think you already can play on native
sick.
hardware.
Okay, cool.
The thing that I'm referring to is like you don't even need an emulator to play it on your PC, and it'll have like 60 frames and like widescreen and like easy to change controls.
Oh, wow.
And all
Okay.
that stuff.
Cool.
Like there's been a ton of that in the last several years.
So it's like a
especially for
ROM
64
that
games.
has the emulator kind of built in already. If I'm dumbing this down.
Sort of. You have to put the ROM in yourself, but you literally do it one time.
Got it.
And it only plays that game, but it adds all these extra enhancements to that game. There's a bunch of those now. There's one for there's actually two for Star Fox 64. There's several for Mario 64. That was the first one. That is actually Inside Baseball. When Brett was trapped in the Nintendo 64, we definitely didn't use a source port of Mario 64 to be able to view his journey in there. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Bomberman Hero has one now, but I've come to realize that Bomberman Hero fucking sucks if you play the US version. If you play the Japanese one, it fucking rules. The US one is just mean. I'm pretty sure it was a victim of like the fear of rental stores. So like the English one is so much harder.
Oh, gotcha.
Like
okay,
to an unreal degree. It's so mean.
Yeah.
Like
I thought you meant like Bomberman just like fucking disses your mom on camera.
No, it's so like It's so much harder. Like right from the second level, it just gets hateful. But then you play the Japanese one, the balance is way better. It's nowhere near as strict to get like the higher medals. You also are able to like, so in both versions you can expand your health by picking up these gems. In the Japanese one, when you die, you still retain the health if it's upgraded. In the American one, you don't. If you fucking die, you lose your upgrades.
Damn.
I thought you could only get your bar up once. Turns out you can get your bar completely doubled. You start with 4 bits of health and you can get it up all the way to 8.
Shit.
But I could never last that long in the in the US version, the one that I actually own, so I didn't fucking realize that was an option. Because like I said, you get like 1 extra bit of health, but then if you fucking die, you lose that completely. And there's way less health pickups, way less extra lives. I mean, it's so brutal and mean. But then you play the Japanese one, and it's just a fucking delight. And unfortunately, the port that they have for PC right now doesn't have any of the Japanese stuff. Because apparently it's me and our buddy Kevin that think that it's a better game in Japanese than everybody else just says, "Get good."
Yeah.
It's like... like I had this game as a kid. I still own that game, and I'm still dog shit at how hard it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to get good. I'd rather just play the version that I have a lot of fun with.
Well, and there's a fine, I don't even say a fine line, but there's a difference between get good mentality and having a game that has a difficulty curve that also allows you to enjoy it. And there are a lot, especially in that kind of like quarter pumping generation of arcade games.
Yes.
Where it's like, bro, unless you got infinite lives, you're not beating this game. You can be a super fucking hardcore pro, have played this thing left, right, up, down, backwards, sideways, and still have to use multiple continues.
That's literally the joke in fucking Wayne's World with Noah's Arcade.
Yeah.
The gelatinous cube.
The beauty is you can't even get to the next level.
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like that. You remember the original X-Men arcade game?
Yes.
I've played that game a shit ton. I have it on my 360 as a download. No way in hell I could ever beat that game like legitimately.
I don't know if it's even possible to 1cc that game.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, it's been a while since I played it, but if I recall correctly, the final boss, Magneto, you can only hurt him with your special move, but your special move takes your health.
Yep.
So you have to keep feeding quarters to be able to beat him. Like, if there's another secret...
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is one of the changes I like.
It's what you deserve, traitor.
Fucking in this one particular stage, when you kill Starwolf, Fox has a little quip for every single one of them when they go down. And I actually kind of like him, except for Wolf's. Wolf's is a little lame, but the ones that he has for the rest are kind of like, hey, you little fucker. Yeah. They're not even like quips, they're just him being like, fuck you!
Uh-oh, Slippy.
Where was my backup? Emperor won't be happy if you shoot.
Another detail I really like with this particular fight is, if you just go straight here and you bypass the first fight with Starwolf, they aren't all beat up like they are right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was hilarious. But yeah, like how Wolf's got band-aids and stuff on. Because normally in the original, no matter what, they're beat up. But yeah, if you show up and you haven't fought them the first time, they're all just fine.
They're all fresh and ready to go.
Yeah, which is it's a small detail, but
that's good. Yeah,
the small details are the things that have bothered me. So doing one that I welcome is nice.
Now you're just showing off.
Yeah.
In the original, is this stage more like actual lava on the ground?
Nah.
No? Okay,
Nah,
what am I thinking of?
Venom's entire... you might be thinking of Solar, which is quite literally just a sun that you go to.
That's what I'm thinking of, okay.
Venom's whole entire thing is that it's supposed to be completely inhospitable. And instead of just killing him like he probably should have, Pepper exiled Andross here. And that's not even, like, me being like, oh, you should have done that. Like, that's part of the canon that's wrote in is, like, General Pepper's biggest problem that he's a little too soft. And if he had actually taken care of Andross when he should have, and like he should have, this whole game wouldn't be happening.
Looks like we've got a clear run at Andross.
I like this too, this
Someone's throwing us a
change,
surprise party.
because normally Fox would just go, I'll go it alone from here, and then they go, Fox! And then that's it. This gives an actual reason as to why they need to split up, and I think that's kind of cool. Because otherwise, the idea is just sort of seems like they don't follow him in and just wait for him to fucking come out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, eh. The other kind of cool thing is that if you take the other path to Venom, no matter what, you get the quote-unquote bad ending. And in the original game, the only difference between the good and the bad ending is that at the very, very, very end, after the credits have rolled, it either says the end or you have Andross laughing, and that was it.
Yeah.
This one actually has a totally different ending for the bad ending,
Oh,
which is kind of nice.
okay.
As far as visuals go, though, this is the biggest downgrade, this whole area and arena. Because in the original, it's like this weird, creepy, like rainbow green dimension thing.
Yeah, it's like a void.
Yes. Like almost like you're fighting him in like a black hole, and in this, it's just, look at my big engine room.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of boring. Shit. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Yay.
There's phase 2, right?
Hmm? Wee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
If the system will bow to me, then it will burn!
This isn't the face-off I had in mind, Andross.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well,
Damn, that hurt.
yeah, I didn't realize he was right on me like that. It's usually not.
I can't shake him. Stay on target. Stay on target.
Let's start firing. Let's start firing. Yeah, we'll still nail the middle. Maybe. We'll be pretty close.
Star Fox started this job, and Star Fox is gonna finish it.
Sacrificed everything! And for what?
So one thing that I haven't touched on, and I probably should since we're about done.
Yeah.
Major thing I don't like about this game is the controls. And and this is not me bitching about what I was earlier with my stick. That's actually improved now. I think my feet were causing interference, which I don't fucking know how, but whatever.
Your feet?
I put my legs underneath me now, and it hasn't happened again. So I don't know what the fuck was causing it.
I'm confused.
Yeah, same. Uh-oh. Shit. God, are you kidding me? Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Oh,
Fuck
wow.
me.
Carson
Wow.
losing in Star Fox?
I almost want to just redo the whole fucking playthrough. Fuck.
Wow, Carson.
Jesus, fuck.
Wow,
Whatever.
dude.
It's because it heard me talking shit about the controls.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm fine right now, but that's because I literally have remapped the entire Switch controls to make it work. It's really strange. They have B, which mindset. I'm showing it for Bretsky. B is normally break.
Yeah.
X is to excel, which that's fine. But then normally your blast is on A, which is this.
Right.
And then your bombs, which I've kept, are on Y. So you don't have like an easy way to just go back and forth to one or the other, or, which I have to do a lot, if you want to break and then start firing, it's really awkward to like have to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've got it remapped so that the back buttons are, the back triggers boost and break, and then the front, A and B are like swapped around. It's nothing like too extreme, but I really don't like the default for it. Are you fucking kidding me? Horrible ass run. Come on, just get it over with already.
Has he always been Dr. Andros?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I've only ever heard Andros.
Yeah, from
Never
from
heard the
jump.
doctor part.
There we go. Can't fucking believe I'm having to do this again. Fucking embarrassing.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Fucking embarrassing.
Fucking embarrassing.
But yeah, controls and the lack of visual feedback when you're hitting something. Because in the original, it would normally like turn red or flash or something.
Yeah,
and you'll notice
yeah.
in this, like, it doesn't do anything. There's not a...
Well, because it's immersive.
More like dog shit.
You gotta have immersion, Carson. Otherwise, it's not a good game.
Immerse my nuts.
Everything's gotta be immersive. That's why we put yellow paint on everything. It's immersion. Immersion.
You know, the yellow paint stuff doesn't bother me nearly as much.
Star Fox started this job,
But...
and Star Fox is gonna finish it.
Oh boy. That's not even remotely what I did, but alright. Whatever. Hurry up.
You got this. Come on.
Come on, do it.
Come on.
Yeah,
Fucking kill me.
I'm right here.
Killian. Dylan.
I've always appreciated that about Predator. How,
Incredible it is.
well, yeah, but also just the fact that they're like, we're a bunch of fucking, like, paramilitary guys. What the fuck are we gonna do besides murder the shit out of this thing? Like, guess we'll just stay here and fucking kill it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, they probably could get away, but it's eventually like, fuck this thing.
It's what they do.
Just fuck this thing.
Just dry shave when you're nervous. Ain't got time to bleed.
Huh.
Huh.
There, finally, Jesus.
Gee whiz.
Okay, so this is another big change that some people really don't like. It doesn't bother me as much, but I do think it's hokey. Because normally in the original game, after you've beaten him, he just says, "If I go down, I'm taking you with me." And then there's a big explosion. Fox screams. And then, "Don't ever give up, my son." And then when this starts up, it has this exciting music. Well, in this one, you get...
Huh.
Yeah. Just this ethereal bullshit.
That's my dad.
Yeah. Like, what... Part of what makes this escape sequence so exciting was the music. And how, like, just... everything's exploding and you're trying to get in, and then this just does this angelical.
Angelical, like a jellicle cat.
Yeah, like Angelica from Rugrats.
Yeah.
But yeah, this angelic, like, choir, whatever fuck thing. It's not like a take on any of the existing music. It's just, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan. So yeah, that's... It's not something that makes me mad. It's just one of those, like, oh, okay. Like,
You have become strong, Fox. Let go of your feelings.
bye-bye. Well, that could have ended stronger. Whatever. Well, here's the thing. In the original, his dad, like, fades away into the distance. Here, just gone.
Dad?
I know that he's supposed to, like, fly into some clouds and fade away, but it really just looks like he just pops out. Didn't quite get that effect.
Well, you know.
Picking up chatter from all over the system. Andross's forces are retreating.
Yay.
I knew you had it in you.
I had my doubts, but you're the real deal, boss.
What's wrong, Fox?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
You know, your father would be proud of you today. Very proud.
I know.
See, it's like
Yeah.
lines like that where I'm like, okay, so I get what they were trying to
He
do.
would be.
But I don't quite feel like they were able to make it happen. Yeah, that could have ended better, but whatever.
I want you to join my crew. No thanks. We're Star Fox. Fuck you.
Fuck you! You little bitch!
That fucking cracked me up, dude. That was
It's so out of
funny.
left field. It gets so aggressive. It's
Fuck you.
He's declared war.
Wait, yeah, where's the medal ceremony?
Yeah, they...
Didn't do it?
No, they did. They did.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if it will... I don't know if it's going to skip the... Okay, good. It's not. I don't think. Yeah, it's not. Here's your medal ceremony. They did change this. I can easily see a lot in here that people would have a problem with.
Yeah, it's Naboo in episode 1.
I actually don't mind the changes that they made here, and especially Fox's reasons for saying no. And it gives me hope that they will finally do what I want and have always or have wanted them to do with Star Fox for many years. I know they won't, but also I like the fact that
Gather today to honor you, Star
Falco
Fox,
has his
and your
old
invaluable
biker gang
contributions to the
thing
war
on the
effort.
back of his
We are
Oh,
all
yeah.
of us in
jacket,
your
and he
debt.
also cut the sleeves off. It's a nice
Shiny.
little detail.
Too bad I don't do medals. Don't embarrass me.
Is that Bill? Hi, Bill!
You've honed your crew into an indomitable team, Fox. I would be honored to have you all join the Defense Force. What do you say?
Thanks, but no thanks, General. We prefer to do things our own way.
Now, don't be so hasty, Fox. Ours is a noble calling. And while peace now
Multiple job queries received. Contract drafts await your review on the Great Fox.
we must remain vigilant.
I would
Thanks again,
love a
General.
game
This is all real nice.
where instead of
But we
there
got places to
being just
Call us if anything comes
Andros
up,
that you gotta
assuming you can
go
afford us.
beat,
I think our rate's just gone up.
you would instead just take contracts on the Star or on the Great Fox, and that's your reason for going to different places in the Lilat system, and then you could use that money to put it back into the Great Fox and or upgrade the R-Wings.
Yeah, dude, pay off your loan.
Oh,
simulator.
yeah, ultimately pay off your fucking loan. That could easily be the crux of the game right there. I've always thought that, like, you play as Star Fox, the mercenary group, and they go do mercenary things.
Yeah, yeah.
Because really, like, really all of this series, you never see them do anything without Pepper's direction. Like, every single one of these games, it's General Pepper reaching out, telling them to go do something, and if it's not Pepper, it's someone standing in his fucking place. Like, Command is about the closest that they get to getting away from that. Only because Pepper falls ill and everybody is so scattershot that it has to bring them back together. Command is one of those games that, like, I would low-key love a remake of, solely because, and I take no pride in saying this, but, like, I can't play it anymore. And I don't know why I would have said it as pride, but, like, literally the way that game works is it was a DS game, and you use the touch screen to fly and move around. And when I say I can't play it, I don't mean like, oh, I just can't get over the controls. Don't get me wrong, they do suck, but it genuinely fucks up my wrist
Really?
to play that game. And part of that is because when it came out, the DS was a lot smaller and compact. The 3DS that I have is this great big monstrosity, and it's fine for like every other game on the DS and 3DS and a lot more past that. But the screen is so big and awkward, and you have to use that touch screen, that it fucks up my wrist.
Yeah.
And the last time I tried playing it on my 3DS was easily 10 years ago, if not more. And it hurt my wrist at the age of 25.
Damn.
I am not 25 still, so I can't imagine it feels very good. But that game's interesting because it's not a rail shooter at all. It's only all range mode. Oh, that was a big old thing of lightning.
Yeah, it was.
But you have like a map, and you have to take each pilot. You get to play as everybody, not just Fox.
Yeah.
And you send them on paths, and it's like a strategy game where like you have to go through, like there's a base to protect, and you need to go through the map with your different pilots, send them on different trajectories so that they can head off like the enemies. And it gets a little repetitive. And like I said, I can't even fucking play it because it screws up my wrist too much. But I actually really kind of like what they did with it. It's not perfect, but I think in terms of like a game that you could remake and just do it so that you have like quote unquote proper controls, to use for a controller, and iron out some of that stuff. I think that would be a totally fine game right there.
Yeah.
But I know that they will never do that for a variety of reasons, and the biggest being, like, they don't seem to want to acknowledge Crystal at all. They haven't done anything with her, like, within the series since Command. And I do wonder if part of that is because she's a rare creation. And it seems like Nintendo has these weird hang-ups with, like, rare created characters, kind of, sort of. Like the new Donkey Kong. Like, Diddy and Dixie and Cranky are all in the game, but in, like, very small capacities. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very strange. And I mean, granted, to use Crystal, you would have to go beyond the Lilat Wars, and like we said, it's been 20 years since they've done a non-Lilat Wars game, so whatever. I would not be opposed to them doing a sequel to this, though, that is different and like something new, and then I could live with it. This is not as bad as I initially thought, though. It's really not quite for me. But as I've said repeatedly, if you've never played Star Fox, or if you aren't super familiar with Star Fox 64, and I even mean that as like, I played it a couple times, or yeah, I tried it on, you know, or I played it as a kid, or I tried it on the Switch app, or whatever, that's still enough. Like, you can pick this up and have a good time.
Yeah.
If you're an old fart like me, you had it on your Nintendo 64, you know it inside out, you get fucking embarrassed when you die one time on the final boss, probably not for you. There's not much here for you. That metal sure looks snazzy, though. All across the board. Should have been 19 lives, but who's counting? Me.
Me.
Oh, yeah, and then there's this.
What?
So, with this screen, and this was like this in the original too, your score makes that value go up.
Yeah.
And when it's lower, he just says, "This is a steep bill, but it's worth it." And the higher that the score goes, the higher his voice goes, "What?" And so when you hit, I think, 6 digits, it's not like super high pitched to like a comical degree, but it is like him being like, "What?" It's like,
That's funny.
yeah. That's Star Fox on the Switch 2. If you have a Switch 2, fucking pick it up or don't. You can also just go over and you just open this.
Yeah, you can just do this.
You just do this, and then you go, oh, there's something new to play. Oh my god, what's new to play? Let's find out. Oh, it's Donkey Kong. That's nice. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Oh, hey, there it is. Oh, hey,
Look at that.
I know this game. Hey, bada boom, 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 bada boom, boom. Yeah, you can always just play the original. It's right here. It's about time you showed up, Fox.
That's all you got.
I made Brett sit through too much Fox, too much Star Fox, even.
Star Fox.
So before I fucking make you sit through this,
Show me the
again,
Fox.
So show you the Fox.
Enter the Star Fox.
Yeah, your first time through it doesn't let you skip the cutscenes, so we'll just call it here.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us for Carson Talks about Star Fox for an hour, and Brett somehow doesn't shoot himself. Well, you don't believe in guns, so that'd be why.
Yes.
Brett doesn't just leave.
I believe in water guns.
Are you the reason why there's a fucking water pistol now instead of an actual gun in the emojis? Was that your doing, Mr. Bretsky?
No, because I would have done like the classic Super Soaker.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I don't like the little green thing that they use.
It sucks. At least if it was a Super Soaker, you could be like...
The old yellow and green canister Super Soaker, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think that was like the 1500 or some shit. That thing was sick.
I was just thinking like the orange ones, or like the the backpack.
Backpacks were cool. I remember, I think we had one of those, and then there was one summer when we were like way too old to be doing super soakers, but we did it anyway. We were like in high school, and I remember fucking Alex called me up. He's like, dude, you gotta get over here. I was like, okay. So I went over to their house, and he showed me the super soaker. He's like, this thing is fucking consistent, but also it's got this feature, and it's got like this special button on the top that you release it, and it empties the entire tank.
Like just all at once?
Just
It's like
all
a
at
big
once.
blast?
It's just one huge fuck off blast.
That's amazing.
It was just like, yeah, the blow your load super soaker. and so I was like, holy fuck, where'd you get that? He was like, fucking either Walmart or Target. I don't know, one of the other ones. Maybe Kmart. That was still viable then. So I was like, well, fucking, I'm going right now. I'm gonna go get one. He's like, all right, go get one and come back. I was like, okay. So I did.
That is incredible.
So yeah, I got one from me and Kelly, and then we went back over and had a fucking huge super soaker fight. It was awesome. So yeah, you the strategy was either, you know, lay low and try to like just hit people with, you know, a single frame and do it often and heavy. Or just like peek around the corner and just be like, gotcha, bitch! And just unload the whole fucking tank.
Like a fucking fire hose going off.
It was, man. It kind of hurt. It was just a fucking, just a deluge.
That's what we're gonna end on is the bit from UHF. You get your drink from the fire hose. He just turns it on and blasts.
It was basically
Whoa!
that. It was
His
basically
reaction is what sells that for me the most.
that. Yeah.
Whoa! All right. Pretty smooth flying, Fox. And then you go under the last one, and then he goes, "Follow me, Fox!" And then he goes, "Falco, where are you going?" I found
Wow.
the target. Try to keep up. Yeah.
You gotta stop, man.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.